don't happen. Now, a lot of people don't talk, say, what did they pursue Tinubu? Why Tinubu they rush to let Nigeria people know, say, if they work, when you know, say, that work never completes. According to what people they talk. Now, Tinubu go to Dubai, Tinubu go to UAE, we make meeting with the government. Now, if Tinubu come back, he never even reach some hours. Tinubu don't put up for him. Social media platform say they don't lift the visa ban from Nigeria, say they don't do meeting with the UAE people, the government, they don't accept to do this one, they don't accept to do this one. Now, my people, many people, they jubilate because they feel say, Tinubu, they work, Tinubu, they work. Now, the UAE come to say, this one, it be like that they mislead people, no be so matter bio, because they no go fit keep quiet. Make they come they use their name till they shine. Because at the end of the day, if Nigeria people come find out, say, what did Tinubu talk, say they talk, no be him, he go come be like, say, them and Tinubu now they lie at the same time. Right now, UAE people don't finally come break the table, let go. UAE people don't finally come tell us the truth, say, see, waiting they happen. The kind of expose when we say the UAE people expose APC, he go shock and say, so this APC people now not do this kind meeting, now other meeting I do. Now other thing I contact for social media for say, I don't do. My people, it don't happen. Make una go here, waiting the UAE people talk about the matter and the meeting where we say they make with Tinubu before the APC people come twist them, come change them, where the Nigeria people come they celebrate Tinubu, say Tinubu is working. No, it say now the other side. My people, make una go watch video.
Starting with the United Arab Emirates has contradicted claims by the Nigerian government that it is yet to lift a year-long visa ban on Nigerian travelers. An official from the Gulf states told CNN that there are no changes on the Nigeria-UAE travel so far. The source asks not to be named because he is not authorized to speak to the media. The UAE said in a notice last October that it will no longer issue visas to citizens from Nigeria and 19 other African nations. It did not provide further details, and obtaining a 30-day tourist visa was relatively easy until the UAE abruptly stopped issuing the visas to Nigerian nationals. Flights between both countries were stopped last year after Dubai's Emirates Airlines suspended its operations in Nigeria, citing trapped revenues. The carrier said it could not access and repatriate its funds amounting to $85 million withheld in Nigeria. First off, I want to say welcome back. You were surely missed. But I mean, we're not in Dubai, so this did not affect you. But we have to talk about this. Just this week, the president had, gone to India for the, G20 summit, and on his way back, he made an unscheduled stop at the UAE. And what we got from that was that there was a meeting between our president and and their president as well. And the outcome of that meeting was the immediate lifting of the visa ban, according to our president. Let me be very clear about that. The presidential spokesman who is representing our president said the immediate lifting of visa ban on Nigeria, the resumption of Etihad and Emirate Nigeria routes, the $1 billion UAE investment in Nigeria, and joint FX liquidity program with details to follow. But here we are, hearing from an unofficial source. I'm sure by Monday everything is going to be clear. Well, an official source, and of course going to CNN, which is a very reputable news organization, saying no. And I myself, as an avid traveler, as soon as I heard the news, I remember going on their website to see if an announcement or some kind of briefing had been made. And up until this morning, there was nothing like that. So to be hearing this from a source inside or, from the Gulf country is quite alarming, because on social media, we could see, people jubilating, travel agencies happy that, we could start going to Dubai. But this, who is not saying the truth here? Is it a situation where the president maybe did not understand what the objectives of that meeting was, or what will I say, the agreement from that meeting was, or was it a situation where we were in a rush to announce it? What exactly has happened? And what is very interesting is, if you are owing this country $85 million, what exactly is being done to make sure that their trap funds, they get their trap funds back? Because why, if someone was owing you that kind of money, why would you start business with them without any kind of maybe MOU or some kind of payment plan? So it's scary, because we know that the president has done a few deals. Even when he was in India, he was boasted of having signing some MOUs. There are going to be investments. It's going to be $14 billion investment. We haven't seen it in pen and paper.
Every president does that. I mean, each time they travel, the news has to look good. This is not to reduce the import of what the president, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is doing. But this is what you will get. I mean, Buhari did the same thing, Jonathan, Obasanjo. Once you travel, the news has to look good. But specifically on the SAR relationship with the UAE, I think you hit the nail on the head. First, we have to admit that this is not an official statement, from the government of the UAE or the Emirate of Dubai. But of course, if a CNN is saying that, an authoritative source who does not want to be named is saying categorically that no such agreement has been reached, or was reached at the meeting, then that carries a lot of weight. More so that we could see that in barely 48 hours or 72 hours after the return from Dubai, during Galali, the presidential spokesperson had to basically issue two different statements, almost contradicting himself about what he said, in the beginning. And just like you did, when you checked, if what our jury reported is actually what is going on in the Dubai media or the UAE media, you see that the report that many people got online, particularly from Gulf-based media houses, is not in sync with the enthusiasm, or their report didn't carry the sort of enthusiasm that our own report from the presidential spokesperson carried. What could have happened? I don't think the fault will be that of our jury alone, even though as a presidential spokesperson, there's no way you can absolve him of a fault, even if there is one. What has happened is that one, I think it stems from the kind of unscheduled visit that the president decided to embark on. I would have thought that what would have been necessary would be to have a proper state visit, to the UAE, in which case we will have seen our president, and the prime minister of the UAE, standing side by side, granting interviews and saying that these are the points that they agreed on. But that's not what we got. So we can understand that, it wasn't a state visit. But hey, where are we on Nigerians returning to Dubai if they choose, and getting visas and flights resuming? It's obvious from what is happening that those agreements are yet to be finalized, even if they were raised at the meeting. And I believe that they will have been raised, but it doesn't look like they've been finalized on, because the points are clear.
Yes.
Let's deal with the issues. $85 million that are not being remitted. In any case, the visa denial is not just affecting Nigerians, it's also affecting about 16 other African countries. So will they leave that for Nigerians alone and leave all the other 16, 15 African countries? Those are the things that we have to deal with. And this is also a lesson to people who speak on behalf of government, not to rush out with news that that in 24 hours it might be denied, or it might be, it might be changed. But hey, a jury is learning, isn't it? All right.
My people, now the video now on a new watch finish, so on a see what happen for inside the video. All right, my people, I would like to end the video for you. Make una let me know waiting on a thing for the comment section. And if una never subscribe, make una subscribe so that una not go miss any latest gist way I dey upload. Now bye bye till I come on away next time. Bye guys, catch you in the next video. Bye guys.